PK, congratulations on the win. I guess, how do you summarise your boys' performance?
Yeah, I think in a positive way. Again, it was good to get an early lead. Again, we need to improve in our finishing aspect, but really good that we're getting in certain areas. I think we physically we're very good, work rate, our mindset and mentality, just to keep going. Overall, I'm quite happy.
Because it really did look like you were in complete control. I think Perth have only been credited with one touch in your penalty area throughout the entire game. Just, I guess I asked you this last week and I'll ask you again, what did you identify this week? What went so right this week that enabled you to do that?
I think it's just, the demands of the way we want to go about it, to be honest with you. Look, I didn't know what the fact that you said, but, for me, I've always been a big advocate with hard work as a collective, and today we showed that.
Just no Casey Boss today. What was the issue there? And
he hurt himself in training, so look, we didn't want to risk anything, knowing that we have a week, sort of our bye round. So look, it just prepares him, for obviously the 21st. So we didn't want to take any risk. And again, we talk about competition. Adama comes in and does a great job, and scores a great goal through Nichols' ball and a great run. So it's great to have people like that we can introduce straight away into our squad.
You guys erupted on the bench when Adama scored that goal. Was there a training ground sort of thing there, or was it something special about the goal?
I think the way we sort of looked at things, I think it was a great collective sort of bit of play, ending off with a great final pass and again a great finish from Adama. So look, I think it was a collective goal, and but obviously Adama does the hardest thing and scores it. So we're very happy.
Just obviously Daniel very lively today. I think when he came off, you guys had a bit of a chat. I don't know if you said, why didn't you shoot? You gave him a bit of a hair ruffle. What happened there? Yeah,
look, I think one of our main things with Daniel is he gets into some great positions, and sometimes I think he just needs to trust himself. Sometimes he does too much, and we know he's very technically good, but I think he needs to trust himself in areas of the pitch where maybe he can pass quicker or even get the shot off.
How impressed have you been with Bruno's attitude? Because obviously, from his point of view, wanted a few more game minutes, more match time. But it seems as though he's just taking it in his stride and just really putting his head down, getting to work. How impressed have you been with him?
Well, I think it's everybody. It just shows about everybody, and that's been done through day one of pre-season. There's no individuals in our team, so as a collective, and again, he's not the only one that's been probably disappointed with not playing a lot of game time, especially if you look at sort of last year and who started and who didn't. So I think it's a collective attitude that shows, our group, they're mature, but they understand that, football is football, and they all need to work hard to get a spot in the team. And again, they've done that.
PK, how do you feel now personally, just in terms of coaching at the club, and obviously coming across from City wasn't a simple move. There's plenty behind that, but you've settled in nicely now. It must be feeling like you can really take the group forward.
Yeah, I think for me it's sort of one day at a time, and what we want to sort of implement here, and we've started a very long process from day one, and there's still a lot more to do. Regardless of where I've come from or not. End of the day, I'm here to do a job and do the best of my ability and work with players, but implement something that we want to keep going with. But it starts with attitude and hard work.
And now you got the bye coming up, so no football next week. Today's win puts you guys up to second, which is good. Then you got Auckland in first. City's taking them on next week. So you're going to be a City supporter this week?
No, I'll just worry about tomorrow when our boys doing recovery and top up. Whatever happens after that, it's none of my business. I just worry about our team and what we do.
I mean, I can probably guess what you're going to say. How do you use this break? Is it just work, train? Do you have a break in there at some point?
No, there's no break. We will work and try to rectify and improve things to get better. So probably I think the bye week is probably worse for the players because, it means they're going to probably do double session. So, but it's good for us to get some work into some players.
How many more gears do you feel like this team can go to? It does still feel like there's that little bit of sharpness around goal. Could have been more out there today, I suppose, especially, I know Jason's one, but there were plenty of chances that maybe you'll get.
I think I've been in that similar position before. Again, you can look at it two ways, negatively in terms of, okay, we should be scoring more, or positively where we are creating those moments. So I look at it in a positive way where we are creating those moments. But again, like you said, we just need to get better in finishing. But that's only one way, and it's through training.
Because, PK, we've seen sides that you've coached in the A-League, men, just flick on a switch and score 4, 5, 6 goals just like that. Are you confident that with the positions that you're seeing your side work the ball into, the chances are creating that eventually, if they keep working in training, they keep getting in those positions, we'll see those flicks getting switched by this team?
I think that's what you want, but it only comes through I think repetition, in recognising those moments and being in those positions as much as you can. But again, like you said, it just doesn't happen overnight. But you got to keep trying to get better, and maybe it might be one pass off, but the only way to improve that is to practice, and we have to continue to practice those things.
Just Adama all good? Was that just cramp that he came off with, or?
Yeah, it's cramp. So obviously we took him off just due to cramp. Yeah.
No injuries today?
No, nothing. No.